Hello, hello. Yes, here in the Carlton in Cannes. I'm here on a super event and I just made a wonderful filmmaker from London. Her name is Wallis and I want to introduce her to you. Yeah. Hello Lee, hello. Hi, can you maybe introduce yourself? What is your name and what are you going for? And
Okay, my name is Lee. I'm a writer, director, producer based in London. I am currently editing a feature film that I shot in Berlin, Germany with a multinational cast. It's a mystery thriller about the environment, and it's in English language. And I'm editing it in a post-production house, so it's a nice epic. I can tell you a little bit about the film if you want.
yes, that's very, very interesting. It's a feature film for 90 minutes or how long it will?
It's actually going to be about 2.5 hours.
Oh, wow.
So it's an epic. It's got about 21 actors, 6 main cast. The story is told through their point of view. It plays a bit with time, with some flashbacks, flash forwards, and kind of what they go through in this sort of alternate sort of Berlin, where Berlin is also a character.
Do you shoot the movie in Berlin with German actors also, international cast?
Yes,
or?
so there is quite a few German actors in the film, as well as we have Spanish, Mexican, Dutch, French, English, American. So it is kind of a wide cast of people. We also had a very international crew that worked on the project. So
Okay. For me, it's very interesting. Is this your first project?
No, I've done other I've done other short films. I've done other kind of projects when I worked in development, photography, books, as well as some other films. But yeah, this is like the first main fiction film that I've done.
Okay, and the first long feature.
Yes, it's a long feature.
Okay, wow, that sounds interesting. What is the topic? What is the story? What inspired you to make this kind of movie?
Okay, well, so I was in Berlin when COVID hit. So we were actually, my working partner and I were working on a different mini-series topic that we were working on during the Berlinale. And then COVID hit. So we had to change everything that we were working on. And we ended up filming like a very simple trailer. And from that we got sponsorship, we got film companies involved, other sort of sponsors and investors, and the project sort of grew from there. And then within 1 year, we had written an enormous script, cast all the characters, over 40 locations, and then got all the gear and just started shooting. So because it was COVID, we had to film during lockdown with very tight restrictions, small crew. But then we ended up with some amazing places that we filmed in. So, brewery, wine bars, desolate locations, people not on the street, hotels, and we got all of this. And then we can kind of tell this story that's set in Berlin, but it looks a little bit different.
Okay, that sounds very, very interesting. You said 2.5 hours. Is
2.5 hours.
cut already done, or?
I've got a cut done that I've been working on for many, many months. When I leave Cannes, I'm going to go back into the editing booth and work on the final cut. Then it goes from final cut and scoring it with the musician, and then it goes to mixing with our sound mixer in the studio, color grading, and then the deliverables, which means sort of packing it all up together. And then we got to sell it. So I'm hoping by the end of the summer, early fall, it's going to be finished.
Okay, that sounds very, very
intense.
Intense, yes. I just was looking for the right words. But 2.5 hours, wow, it's epic.
But I can tell you why it's 2.5 hours. So basically, the premise is this. Wildlife traffickers clash with eco-warriors and pseudoscientists at the crossroads of Europe.
Okay, and was this planned in the beginning or just dropped it into such a long thing?
It actually started in the beginning. That was the concept. So the 6 main characters play those different roles. And then it kind of grew, the eco-terrorists, we had 2 of the main actresses. We have our main wildlife trafficker. We have our main character where you really kind of see the story through him, who's an ornithologist. And then you also have this guy who creates cryptocurrency that's kind of in there, a former felon. So all of them were cast, and then as it grew, we filmed a block. Time passed, characters changed kind of appearances, then we filmed again. And then after that, we filmed, and then of course more characters came. And by the end of it, we filmed 4 different times over a period of 4 months.
Okay, wow. Okay, and what is your goal? You want to send the movie for sure to festivals, to several ones? Or?
I'm considering it. The original plan, we want to have our premiere in London and in Berlin. It would be nice to have like a small theatrical run. I think it's suitable, but to also get it on a streamer. I think it's a really good. I would rather have a lot of people see the film and sort of a wide range of people, a diverse audience, kind of like the cast.
You mean it's not mainstream, yeah?
I think it's entertaining. It's about a subject matter that's important. There is an underlying message, but I'm not meant to hit people over the head with it. They're supposed to enjoy themselves. So you have these characters that are a bit quirky and the dialogue is rich and quite beautiful, and it's smart. It's not over the top intellectual, but you kind of have to be a bit into film to sort of appreciate it.
Okay. And how many percent of it is based on a true story?
I kind of think it's kind of a story of our time right now, because we lived through COVID, we lived through, post-pandemic, we lived through a time when what we're doing with the climate change. It's kind of nature versus humanity. That's really what this is about. Kind of what side does one take? Do you feel that nature is supposed to thrive and grow without human encroachment, or should it be about humans, that we are superior and we deserve to be on top of everything in the boss? So it sort of plays with your ethics, and it plays with characters about, are they really good or are they not? Can good people do very bad things? Can bad people do good things? So you're not really sure. That's kind of why it's a long story.
Mm-hmm. And how long did you write on that?
We wrote it in different periods. So we wrote at the very beginning for about a month, and then we shot, and then we wrote again in September later of that year. Then we shot this kind of wild scene, we call it the loophole scenes, which when you see the film...
This means you was getting inspired from the filming also,
yes.
yeah?
Yeah, so actually, and then more sponsors came involved in the winter. Then John and myself wrote again for about, I'd say 2 months. Cast 4 characters, rehearsed with them, got all the equipment together, prepared, and then we shot again for another 2.5 months.
Okay, wow. And how many days you were shooting?
Yeah, so in total, if you put all of the days together, 4 months.
Oh, wow. Okay. But only filming 4 months? No.
Filming for 4 months, but this is a project that's 3 years.
Oh, wow.
It's 3 years in the making, so that's why when it's an epic, it's an indie epic. When you're doing things indie, and you've got to be very creative with your sponsors and the people involved and getting cast and crew. It takes a little while.
But how do you feel after all this time?
I'm excited because I love editing.
Okay, you like to show it. You are happy with it.
I'm very happy with it. The quality is beautiful. The camera work, the cinematography, the sound quality. Because our sponsors were all these different film companies, so we got the best gear to use. So we have Zoom audio. So they gave us all this brand new audio equipment to use. The lavs, the mic, we use it for one of the Podfathers. That's one of the characters, what he uses in a studio. We got great camera from Red. We got lighting. It was all these new lights from a light panel. So we get to shoot with that and experiment.
Okay, when you think about it, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? In the career for
In
sure,
the
right?
career, well, we have another feature film that we want to shoot this winter, so it's kind of the opposite to this. It's like one location, very dramatic. It's a character study with an ensemble cast. It's also, again, about a story of our times and sort of the dilemma and very critical issues, and also entertaining. 2 mini-series that we want to do, and then also another feature film.
Okay.
So it's busy, so I hope in 10 years we've done that and more.
Okay, that sounds familiar.
Kind of obsessive with work, but it's like when I get the juice going, I just want to flow.
I can hear it's not only a job for you, it's passion, yeah?
I love it. I love filmmaking. It's hard as hell. I can't believe of all the careers in the world, I would choose to be this. But for me, it's no plan B. Like, this is all I want to do. And so now I get to be surrounded by other filmmakers, directors, actors, actresses, producers, writers, and it's
The process in general.
it's the process and being around other people around the world that love this as much as I do, and they're very successful. So it gives me this ambition to shoot higher. That I want to do better with my work. I want to surround myself with better people who also love what they do, and because it's not about money. I mean, it's about being creative, working 16 to 20 hours on a set, coming home, you sleep maybe a few hours if you're lucky, and then you get up and you do it all over again.
But it's fine for you when you think about the results, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing about the editing process. So now that I'm editing and I've got my screens lined up, and I sit there for hours and hours and I watch all the footage, the good takes, the bad takes. It's kind of an education for me. I get to see what could I have done better.
Yeah, sure.
What was really good. What were we so lucky with that we're successful with. So
yeah, I understand completely. Yeah, and we met, by the way, on this wonderful Michael Douglas interview. Are you getting inspired from speeches like this also?
Oh yes, I mean, Michael Douglas is my favorite actor. I grew up with him, as most people have. So it was such an
We should
honor.
ask him if he wants to play in the next movie of you.
I know. I would love that. But yes, and he gave such great advice on the filmmaking process and certain directors that he likes working with and sort of their style. Like, he talked a lot about Steven Soderbergh, which is somebody who also does a lot of his own stuff, his own cinematography, his own editing. He goes by pseudonyms, so not many people know that. And that's something I admire very much with people who make films, if they take on other roles rather than just, they put themselves in a box.
Okay. When someone here sees the video and wants to get in touch with you, maybe for the production, for any kind of field, for your next movie, or maybe an owner of a movie festival, you never know, what would you say? What is your contact, or the possibility to get in contact with you?
That's great. So 2 websites. Our film is called Nothing Man. So if you go to the website, nothingmanberlin.com, that you can find all the information out about this film. And then our company is called Midnight Odyssey Productions. So you can go to midnightodysseyproductions.com, and there you'll find information about me, myself, and then my other colleague, John Dooley, who's also the writer, another co-producer, and some of our other projects that we're about to start working on.
Okay. Thank you very much and enjoy Cannes.
Thank you.